gentlemen, we're very lucky because we really need to speak about the
Strategic.
strategies that which are going to unfold, because we certainly do know that there will be conversation about the war in the Middle East and how China and Pakistan needs to upkeep with the mediating efforts. So joining us, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Beijing, China, is a geostrategic analyst, is Dr. Yasser Masood.
Dr. Yasser Masood, it's great to hear that you've joined us all the way from China. And Pakistan and China's relations are once again at the center of global attention. And we're going to focus on how last year Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif did visit China on the 30th of August till the 4th of September, specifically for the SCO Council of Heads of State Summit, where there were a lot of discussions, B2B movements and discussions as well. In regards of that, what do you have to say? How has the strategic cooperation grown till then, and what's going to entail in his recent visit?
Well, a very good afternoon from Beijing, Shahzad and Isha. Thank you very much. And I think you asked a very important and a pertinent question. Let me tell you that when we talk about China-Pakistan relationship, I know that there are a lot of adjectives have been attributed to this relationship, but strategically beyond these rhetorics as well, I think we have grown together, and this relationship is unique under the sun. And why do I say this? Because such geopolitical milieu, when there are so many shiftings and changes are happening around the world, these two partners have always been standing together. And as far as the previous visit was concerned, it was held very much here in Beijing. And Prime Minister had a lot of meetings from speaking to at universities to B2B conferences, and then attending the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, of which Pakistan is now a central member. And this also, the credit goes to China for inclusion of Pakistan into such an important multilateral framework. And there are opportunities now ahead for the BRICS as well. Very soon, Pakistan would be part of BRICS. You see, that is how friends grow together, when they support each other in difficult times. People to people relations, I think there is a lot of trust, mutual respect and love, which we see here in Beijing as well. And wherever we go in China, I think I've lived in the West as well, but the amount of respect which we earn here being Pakistani is amazing, and it's immense, and this gives a lot of good feelings being a Pakistani staying in Beijing. When it comes to the celebrations, Chinese also are very happy, especially since the last episode, the war between India and Pakistan. I mean, the sentiments have changed big time here in China, because I've personally experienced that wherever I go, and people just appreciates Pakistan's efforts, they appreciate Pakistan's victory, and also now the way Pakistan is playing an anchor role as far as mediation is concerned.
And now we're going to rope in Dr. Masood once again, and speaking about how the timing is very important, as Pakistan has played a crucial role in the mediation efforts between Iran and the United States.
I would like to go one step ahead. Right at the time that Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is also invited, it signifies itself that how crucial and important Pakistan is now for the region and beyond. And the way China has been supporting and applauding and appreciating Pakistan's efforts, especially in mediation, that speaks volumes of Pakistan's importance in the region. Pakistan has always been extending olive branch to its neighbors. And then there is a lot to learn from Chinese practices as well. So I think this visit among the biggest powers, and then followed by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, will decide a lot as far as the tensions are concerned in the West Asia, in the Persian Gulf. And then the biggest thing, I think the change which has happened is that Pakistan is now being seen by almost the entire world, as a trusted partner, as a country which can be trusted. And Pakistan has given this example. Let me iterate this fact. This is very important to be part of the narrative that Pakistan has done a miraculous kind of rapprochement between China and United States of America in 1971, when the US National Security Advisor Henry Kissinger was taken to Beijing, and then this was such a, I think, one of the most consequential diplomatic opening which Pakistan has done. So Pakistan has given this example in the past, and yet again, let me also add into this that since Pakistan has started this shuttle diplomacy, Pakistani officials have traveled more than 70,000 kilometers. So it can tell that how much effort Pakistan has put into this, and China has been supporting. I think this visit will be decisive for the region and beyond.
Thank you so much for mentioning that.
Sure, sure, Dr. Masood, go ahead.
I think it's very important that we must inculcate and include this as part of the narrative. If we want to take this relationship one step ahead, I think cultural diplomacy is extremely important. Yes, we have strategic partnership. Yes, we have diplomatic relations. Yes, we have very good defense relationship, political relationship. But if we want to take this relationship to the next level, I think it's very important for us to know the historical dimensions of China, their culture, their media. There is so much room for Pakistanis to learn. And then another point is, very briefly, that we can learn a lot from the Chinese best practices. China is probably one of those countries which have lifted 800 million people out of poverty in such a short span of time. So we can learn with Pakistani characteristics because China developed itself with its own system. And that's where I think we need to learn, and we can take the best practices from China.
I think, Dr. Masood, that was highlighted very accurately in regards of how the cultural bond needs to be established between both nations. And thank you so much for both of you joining us today on World This Morning.